Hey, welcome back. Alright, so we'll try that again. Hopefully now things will be running better. Hopefully. When it comes off being... There we go. Alright, cool. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, so what are we going to build here? So we got the Majestic that has to go in 100%. Regal Caracal, we want that in. Amulet. No. Sandwaller, yes. No. Sacred Cat, definitely. Cartouche. Let's leave those out for a second. We definitely want the stored. Gift of Strength. Feral Prowler. Bitterblade Warrior. Let's leave that out for a second. We want to put in our removal. Let's leave out the Anointed Priest for a second. The Pouncer will go in because Cat. Act of Heroism is removal, technically. We didn't get enough, really, for the Naga to be worth it. So we might leave that for a second, because 3 for 3/2 isn't as good as the Harrier Naga at a 3 for 3/3. Cartouche. Being for Sands, we don't need to worry about just yet. Both Ambuscades go straight in. No to the Cancel. No to Solemnity. Yes to Sandblast. Yes to Dauntless Aven. Okay, so let's... Cast Out has to go in. I think that both of the Sentinels go in. I think Vizier of the True can go in. Sword. Converted mana cost. Okay, so we're not looking too terrible right now. We only have 14 creatures though, and we really want to take that up to 15. And we definitely want to have either a giant spider or the Bitter Blow in here. And I'm thinking the Bitter Blow is probably the way to go. Converted mana cost again. So we've got too many cards in here, to be honest. Okay, so let's take out maybe one of the Steadfast Sentinels. Means we can have 16 land, which should technically be fine, but we do want to hit these big, stupid big stuff up here. Plus, we only have 14 creatures, and that is going to be a problem. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 10 other. Compulsory Rest has to be in here. Gifts of Strength has to be in here. Act of Heroism, Sandblast. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got a lot of removal, basically. We got a lot of stuff we can do here. I feel like the compulsory rest maybe can come out. Then I feel like we need to chuck in another creature. So, convert a mana cost. I'm thinking the Anointed Priest. Because it can be a creature twice, effectively. And although it's not amazing, it'll be great for getting us some life back. And it's cheap too. Which helps it curve out. So we can go down to the 16 land, I think. Speaking of, 1 and basic lands, yep. Yeah, that looks fine. Sounds really loud. Let's turn off game audio just in case, shall we? Alright, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Do you think that looks alright? Do you think we're looking okay? I think we're looking okay. Got a couple of 1-drops in here. Got a good mix of 2 and 3s, and then top end. I think we look okay. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see what happens. We didn't really get anything for our sideboard, which sucks. But I feel like we were being outdrafted by other people as well. We outdrafted them, either way. He says as he drinks his coffee. If you're wondering what was over before, it was Carb Cam. Because I was going to do a cracker pack, but unfortunately, my cam decided that it would fall over, which means it's now not positioned correctly. We might still do that. I think we'll just do it after the draft. We'll see how we go for time. I really don't want to go too long. I think I just want to do this draft. Because today was a long day. It was Monday here in Australia. And that's always the funs. What is going on? Why is this taking so long? Hey you Americans, are you all asleep? Because it seems like you are all asleep. Oh. Sweet, let's go. Whew. 1 land. Whoa, no, that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to close the chat window. We're going to do a Pouncer. We've got a Plains, we've got a Sacred Cat. We have enough if we can pull a second land. And I feel like I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here because we've got enough low drops to potentially make it good, but maybe not. But the cats, I guess we should just mulligan this and not be an idiot. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's really not as good at all. We've got no creatures. But we're on the draw, so put you on top, absolutely. So we're going to have a cat. It's just a cat. What does a cat do? Nothing. It's just a cat. Gains me life. This gives it +1/+1, right? And we're going to need it. I don't want to do that actually, because, yeah. That's right, we're not going to be able to do it this turn anyway. But, zombies. I am fairly worried about a zombie deck. Now, the thing here to remember is that you don't have to use the ability on this. It's a you may deal the damage or have it fight. There are situations where that may be key to your strategy. I don't know why you would, but it's there. It's an option. Oh look, it's a zombie. That's what we're looking for. Okay. We don't want to do it yet though. I feel like we can wait a turn. But we can ambuscade away the servant. And I think we'll do that in just a second. Because remember that we can embalm the cat as well. So I actually probably should have just attacked with the cat, let it be blocked, ambuscade, taken out both creatures, and then on my turn brought back the cat. But that's fine. Still would have, been pretty scary. What are we gonna do here? Nah, she's right, mate. I could just ambuscade here. Box and dice. You can at least bring your creature back. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking we will block. No, what are we blocking for? We don't need to block. No blockers. Hello, no blockers. But we are going to ambuscade it anyway. Choose target creature you control. That one. Then ambuscade when you have the extra power. Cartouche first. Ah, yeah. Actually, no. That's fair enough. I did not think of that. I am obviously being very bad today. Probably should have cartouched first. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, mate. It's fine. Yeah. I missed my opportunity. I think I'm gonna wait and maybe. No, that's fine. Look, we'll just see how this goes. Yeah. Just take a creature you control. Triggered ability under the stack. Not using the ability. No. I missed a turn there, and that was stupid. Talking about it, I actually should have cartouched, but I didn't pay much attention to what I was doing. Yeah, I'll take your damage from your Sun Scourge. No, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. Sure. Good old edifice. Exit target non-land permanent. Okay, good. Just making sure I could do it. Drop a plains. And here, we're going to attack with our kitty. Go, lifelink and kitty. There's not going to be a block. Oh, there is going to be a block here? Okay, sure. Gift to strength and kitty. 1, 2. Then ambuscade. We want to ambuscade my kitty and kill the servant. So we're going to gain us a whole mess of life. $27 life. There we go, Coops. Probably just gave our opponent a heart attack. Ah, no! Can't attack, block, uses activate abilities. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I think the bigger problem here is that our opponent has the edifice, which is something I really want to get rid of. Because can't attack, put a brick counter. So I think here instead we just cast the avian. We don't want to sandblast this, we want to remove that. But in saying that, we also kind of want to remove the Desert's Hold. Can you cast out their enchantment? I can, but they've got Edifice. And Edifice is a bigger problem. Not having a lifelink kitty, not a big problem. Them being able to lock down an entire creature for, like every turn, is real bad. Really? Okay, I've got a flyer, so I don't really care that much. Untap me Shaven Haven. it's curious. Speaking of the play, actually might cast out later and just hold it for a little bit longer. Because while he's not bricking my creature for, I guess, to make sure I don't block, which I'm technically fine with, I'm going to wait until it gets to enough counters and then cast it out to make sure I get maximum efficiency. Well, I wasn't yelling at you, Coops. Oh, another one. I drafted 2 of these yesterday. They were sweet. So good. So surprisingly good at that. I'm going to give my opponent some life if he attacks. No? Okay. They attack, I guess. Cool. Let's go to attacks. Going to block that one down. I lock that one down. So instead, we're going to cast out there we go. Oh, it still worked, even though it left play. Huh. Well, that was actually surprising. I just assumed that you've activated it, but I've removed it so it wasn't there to... I guess the target was still legal. That's what I wasn't thinking about. Target being my Aven was still legal, so that's fine too. But at least we've got rid of the edifice for now. Oh, that's where my Ketras Monument went. Kidding. I know we were probably not even in the same draft pods, but that's sweet. And now I have problems. I need more flies. I need more flies. Nah, we got this. I think we just go this one now, yeah? Makes it a... Hey, yeah, we got this. Okay. Watch as our opponent blows it out of the sky with a... what's it called? Final reward, right? Flying lifelink trample. Oh, that's going to be sweet. That's just going to be great. The next turn we get to play the Bitterblade Warrior. Angel of Condemnation. Should have known. That's where that cast out would have been just real good. But, I mean, my opponent has one chance, one shot before they get to do it. Okay, so we just want a Bitterblade Warrior here and nothing else. It's now 10-10, so always good. Now, I'm going to try... Sweet. I'm going to try and goad my opponent into blocking my Dauntless Aven with hopefully the Angel, because then I'm just going to wreck the Angel with the Sunblast. Untap. Yes, absolutely. That's great. Finally had the Double Strike Kitty. Double Strike Kitty would make this sweet. So let's see what happens here. Ah, and Trample, so you know. You're just going to take it? Oh yeah, you're just going to take it. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to keep the Sandblast up because exert Angel, exile another target creature until it leaves the battlefield. I have a feeling that you're going to probably exert it to get rid of my Miriauk. Yep. That's fine. We're way ahead on life right now, so we've got time to wait for a solution to come up. That's fine. I'm just going to let it through. I can take the damage. That's not even a problem. Heal. Vigilance would have been nice before. So here, I think we'll do the same and we'll just wait. I mean, he's going to end up just taking everything on my board that he can. But then he's going to make the mistake of attacking. And then I'll just wipe it out anyway. So we'll see how this plays out. Do we need to attack? I'll attack with the Feral Prowler, sure. We'll just block it on the wall anyway. Maybe we'll block it on the Angel, like, if he's silly enough. He, she, them, they, them. I could get rid of the wall here, but I don't want to. I just don't care enough. I really want to get rid of this, so we'll just wait it out. So, how was everyone's day? Just gonna hope it was as amazing as mine was, because it was Monday, but my manager was sick, so I got to work uninterrupted, and it was nice. That should be interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, we don't want to do that yet, do we? Because yield to that. Now we'll sound blast it. Working on new decks. Excellent. New deck text in the work, huh? It's likely what I'm probably going to be doing tomorrow night. I went and traded for some more commander stuff, so that's fun. Oh, I'm sorry, were you attacking with this? Because I'm just going to block it on my own Dauntless. No, I don't need to block it on my Dauntless, do I? Just kill my opponent next turn. Unless they've got some way to wipe out my Miriarch. Okay, Forest. Naga. Working on new decks is the fun. Flying lifelink trample, just the way your mama wanted it. Oh, okay, great. Hey, win one. Miriarch for the win. Okay, so do we have anything here that will literally wipe out our opponent? No. Which of the dead has to come in? I think Feral Prowler can go out. Saving Grace, not really. Deru's not really. Can't attack or block, can still use its other abilities. We don't want that in. Naga, no. Beneath Stands, no. Solemnity, there wasn't anything that our opponent really played us that would make me want to play that, to be honest. I think we're fine. I think that, yeah, just with the Watcher Cats, that way we can block a lot more stuff and then remove it from our opponent's discard pile. What do we got? Avon, Harriet Naga, 2 lands, which is fine. We've got an amulet and the Watchers. We will keep this. That looks like a pretty sweet hand. Yep. Oasis. Colorless. Amulet. This looks like we'll curve out quite nicely. Now, I think that first up we'll probably play the Bitterblade. We'll probably hold off on the Watchers until we really need them. So, we'll go with the planes here. We could go with the Anointed Priest, but we don't really have anything other than the cartouche that would give us a light. It's not really, doesn't feel like a good play. The Bitterblade Warrior feels a lot more aggressive. And we don't mind paying a life for it, that's fine. Next turn, hopefully we draw a land, and then we can just anoint a priest and use the cartouche as well. We'll see. Yeah, Edifice comes out nice and early. That's not what Al likes to see at all. Forest. Ah, right, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to just go the real aggro route here, because my opponent's going to start locking me out. I don't feel like we'll exert though. There is good reasons to exert, I guess, to put extra damage on the board, but we don't need that. We just need to keep pressuring. Our opponent can only lock down one creature per turn until... Still only one, unless they find a way to untap it, which I doubt. Oh! That's real early. That's not good for us. That's not good for us at all. Okay. Let's see here. Harriet Naga Cartouche, I'm thinking. Chuck the cartouche on our flyer. Make our opponent freak out a bit more. Sounds like a good plan. Attack and exert. And just attack. Our opponent's not going to... what are we going to untap? Probably the flyer, I think. Because their opponent's just going to edifice it anyway if they're smart enough to realize and keep it around. I mean, we probably should have gone with the exert creature because extra aggro, but we don't need to. So here we're going to go Harriet Naga. And then I think we're looking pretty sweet. We got 4 creatures on the board. Our opponent can stop one of them per turn with this, one every 2 turns by exerting the angel. Means that it should give us enough time to find what we need to find to get rid of the angel. The big thing is the angel will make the cartouche go away, which is frustrating. But what you gonna do, right? Let's go with this anointed priest. Again, just putting on as much pressure as we can. Attack with both of our 3/3s. Avian to untap Avian. It's funny, it's at this point that it's the one time where I wish that I had have taken the bonuses, whatever it is, to make it untargetable. Would have been lovely. That's fine. My opponent's going to eat 3 and have nothing to block next turn. So my opponent's going to be taking, what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Hey, Yuri. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're 1 game up in the first round so far. So we should be good. Should be good. See what our opponent plays here. Ooh, the Terrible Angel. Yeah, sure. It's fine. Man, I haven't used the word void in a long time. I didn't realize. Maybe it's on my thingy somewhere. Oh, it's Crowley Rose. That explains it. Hey, Crowls, what's up? I'm going to crack this, I think. Yes. We're going to go searching for, I guess, a plains, just to help thin our deck a little bit. So, plains. more creatures. Cat. Meow. Oh, dick, I know. Okay, so here, our opponents left one open so that if we crack the Oasis, they get to tap something down. That is the big point here. I think that's fine. We're going to crack the Oasis anyway. And we're going to give it to probably the Priest of all things. Probably the token, actually. Yeah, we didn't have enough. I didn't keep enough mana. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, tap down the... Oh! The Naga? Okay. Sure. Attack exert. Attack because why not? And attack with a pitiful token. Try and do as much damage as we can. Not much, man. Just, you know, playing Magic and work during the day, play during the night. You can unblock the token, sure. So what I really need is something to get rid of that angel. Eyelash. Yeah, I was wondering who'd be calling me Void. I'm like, did I leave that on my profile? Apparently I've got my full name on my profile. Yo, Tazzy Devil. Also, my emotes have been approved, so people who sub for $4.99 get Cheshi P1P1, which is a pack one, pick one emote, and people at the $9.99, $9.99 I think it is, get the classy emote, which is Cheshi Drink, and it's just basically cartoon me drinking a cocktail. It's going good, Tazzy. How you doing, buddy? I succumbed to the dark side, also playing Magic Man, Standard, and Commander. Well, yeah, Crowley. See, the funny thing is that you have me on Snapchat, so I do get to see your Snapchats and stuff. Just FYI. Here we go. Double Strike Kitty. So my opponent has enough now that it can start doing some real damage. What are you going to tap down, buddy? This one here. Harriet Naga, of course. I would do that too. I don't think I'm going to attack with anything here. Let's attack the Sacred Cat, because even if you block it, I get a couple of life out of it. Send the Tide rock bottom for the win. Duo this. Hey, look, I'm trying, okay? That edifice mixed with this angel is #harsh. Oh, getting rid of my double strike kitty as well? No! Okay, no, that's fine actually. And bomb that kitty. Oh yeah, we do. I just love this token. So good. So the thing we have to worry about now is the fact that the edifice is now in full counters. Which is technically fine. Now it's really fine. Okay, we're all good now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could Sandblast if he blocks, but I don't want to. What I'm going to do here is see if my opponent wants to tap something down. Probably being the warrior here, I'd imagine, is the thing that is going to lock down. No? Naga. Sure, okay. Bitterblade Warrior is going to attack and exert, which means our opponent's going to block it here. Which may sound like a problem, but it actually really isn't. Because if we can get rid of at least one of our opponent's creatures, we're happy. Especially considering that these are going to come back to us in a minute. Dauntless Aven, yeah. And I mean, we're going to get one of our 3 direct damage removals like real soon as well. So that's something else that we're bearing in mind. Edifice Maharia? Sure. Yes, Vigilance. I didn't think about it having Vigilance. That's fine. Burn, baby, burn, burn, baby, burn. Just doing some card detailing, mate. Just giving it a good sand blast. You know what I'm saying? Like, just getting that paint right off her. She's fine. I think we're going to 2-0 this. Just for you, Coops, I'm going to try and 2-0 this. Oh, painful lesson. Okay, sure. So my opponent wants to draw some cards and lose some life. That's fine by me. We've still got Double Strike Kitty here, which we can eternalize. Godfarrow's Gift, sure. Are you going to gain yourself some life? Or are you just going to use it as a blocker? I'm assuming blocker. Ambuscade? That sounds like a good thing to use, right? What do we want to blow out though? So, we could put it on the Harry and Arga and still sneak through at least what? Let's say 1, 3, 4. Enough damage to kill everything. Target creature you control gets +1/+1/+1/+0 and then deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So I'm thinking we want to kill off Godfarrow's Faithful. So if we chuck it on the cat becomes a 2/1, which won't kill it. The only thing we can really do is chuck it on the Naga. Then my opponent still has to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 life and die. Yep, that's fine. Killing Faithful. 1, 2, 3. Attack with all creatures. You can untap Double Strike Kitty because it's hilarious. And this should, unless my opponent has a combat trick, this should be the end of my opponent. For exactly 6. Hey! 2-0'd it just for you, Coops, just because you asked, buddy. Alright, this deck feels alright. I'm not going to say it feels real strong, because there was a time there where I thought that we were a goner, but it's pretty good. So, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, Crowley. So, you been playing much Commander, though? Standard Commander. Yes, okay, you have. So, you should come play Commander sometime. Actually, damn it, it's not here. I went and bought Nicobolus box set, because that looks real good for Archenemy. Physia, which is great. Anointed Priest, not so much. Ambuscator's great. Cartouche's great. This looks like Keeper. It's a little bit slower than I'd like, but we'll do it anyway. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so Nicobolus Archenemy, which came out last month, mid last month, and it seems like it's going to be real good. Trample, when it attacks, you can exert it to give it +1/+2, it becomes a 3/3. Oh, yeah, sure. And it's a little 2/1. Yeah, sure. Let's go with the forest. Show our true colors shining through. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm a terrible human being, and I don't care. Now, our opponent here might be able to burn off the Anointed Priest. If that's going to be the case, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. But otherwise, if they just attack and exert, we're fine. Yep, cool. I mean, there's still possibility here that it will get blown out, but no. Okay, good. Aerial Guide, sure. So it's 2/2. I think here I could just ambuscade. I could also cartouche to be safe and then just attack, which actually doesn't sound like a bad plan to see what our opponent wants to do. Gain back a life. Especially now we also have first strike, so it's a first strike 2/3, 2/4, I should say. Like, that's pretty good value for 3. The cartouches are all fairly good. I will not lie. They are fairly high pickable. The red one, not so much, because it just makes a creature not be able to block. It's not that exciting, but still pretty good. Now we'll have a choice here to blow the Aven out of the water, or to kill the Nerf Crop. Yeah, you can have a tragic lesson, that's fine. How tragic! Sure. Bill Nye the Menace guy. Okay, so I've got a couple of different things that I could do here. So the first one is I could play the Vizier and play this more as an aggressive deck, which doesn't sound too bad considering Menace. We might actually do that. It's only a 3/2, which makes me a bit worried, because that will definitely be able to kill it. The other thing we can do is play the Prowler and use the Prowler as part of the block, which actually doesn't sound like a bad idea either. Or we can just attack and ambuscade out of the way the Adept, removing it from our sight, which is probably also a really good idea, because it can get messy, especially if our opponent has some other pumps in blue-red, which there is some stuff that we don't want our opponent to have. So let's maybe ambuscade on... we'll do it on the Priest just to be sure. And we'll kill that Flame Blade Adept. Means we're still getting 4 damage out of it, so... I mean, it's not wasted as such. We still got rid of one of our opponent's creatures. We probably should have just gotten rid of the Nerf Crop Entangler. I keep calling it a Crop Crusher and it's not. Or the Flyer, but again, neither of them are really that horrible. We can take 5 a turn at this point, that's fine. I'm more worried about the other things our opponent might play. But we'll see what they are. I think next turn we'll probably be able to push out either the Vizier or the Prowler, depending on what our hand's going to draw. If we draw 2 creatures, then we'll probably go with the Prowler and whatever the 3 cost is. But we will see what we draw. Especially if we draw some removal, that'd be sweet. Yeah, that's fine. Game's flying, mate. Not going to exert it because you don't need to, because that would be silly. Okay, let's see what this is going to be. Okay, sure.
Oh no, it's a 2/1. What am I going to do?
This definitely says blame. Well, no, cancel. Huh. What are the odds our opponent has a sensor in their hand? I think we play the Aven first, just in case. And then we play the Prowler, because the Prowler is a much lower priority for somebody to counter. And we do want to tap out here. just because we don't have any combo tricks or anything, and we want to put as much pressure on the board as we can. How are we looking on the green? We're looking green. Okay, good. Probably have to upload this in 2 files, which is fine. So you might have missed it before, but if you go to twitch.tv/MTG AUStream, that's MTG AUStream, that's where you will see a lot of other Magic content coming through from now on, such as the MTG AUStream The Podcast, and things like Drafting Bad Live and stuff like that. Struggle deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. Oh, but I loved my Avon. My Shaven Avon. Gonna kill it? Sure. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're on 12 life. We're still good. We're still good. We're about to take a lot more damage, but we're still good. 3/2. It'll kill off 2 of my creatures, but that's fine. Oh, you're gonna give it flying? Of course you are. That's fine. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna use the Prowler here as a blocker, because we want to draw a card and minimize the amount of damage we're taking. Yay for drawing cards. I love drawing... Oh, I really love drawing cards. Regal Caracal. Our opponent still has that 2 mana set up, and that makes me real nervous, but we're going to go with the Regal Caracal anyway. Because cats and extra life and cats. Whoa! Thank you for the subscribe or follow? The follow, Yuri. Thanks, Crowley, for the follow. That is real nice. Thank you so much. It's just real loud. I've got to remember to turn these down a little bit because that scared the absolute shit out of me. So drafting bad yesterday was fantastic. We drafted with Arab Devastation, and all the boosted products that we used was supplied by Double Jump and Wizards of the Coast. So thank you so much, Wizards of the Coast and Double Jump, for making that happen. That was beautiful. We cracked a Nicol Bolas, so that was good. I still have some boosters left over to do some stuff with, like Pack Wars, and lots of other things as well. And we'll probably crack one after I finish the stream here tonight. Give it flying. That's fine, buddy. You give it flying. Uh-oh. What else are you going to do? Pursue Glory. Okay. Attacking creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. Yeah, right. So... What's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly 9. Enough to kill me. Oh, just... Damn. Alright, that's fine. We can do this. Do we have anything we want to put in? I mean, we could put in Saving Grace. Quick Flash enchantment. Maybe we'll take out the Act of Heroism for it. It's funny, this is the one time where I feel like I actually should be playing the Luxor River Shrine. Just to gain incremental life back. Seems like a real bad card, to be honest, just because it's life and not board affecting. In this matchup, it looks like it might be able to save me, but probably not. Compulsory Rest actually probably wouldn't be a bad option here. More control. The Saving Grace. Let's take out maybe this. Yeah, we'll take out the Traveler's Amulet. I feel like that's a bad mistake, and we're probably going to get mana screwed, but We're gonna try it anyway. Do we want to go first? Yes, absolutely. Okay, sure. So 2 planes, no priest, compulsory rest, but no forests. We can go anointed priest. We don't have any forests. That makes me real nervous. Mulligan or keep. Mulligan or keep our. Let's see. So first turn I don't get to draw, so I'll get 1 draw, and then I get to play the priest. Yeah, okay. Let's keep it. Let's run the gambit. See what happens. Which is real risky, and I probably shouldn't risk it for the biscuit on game 2, considering I lost game 1, but that's fine. I live by my mistakes and my decisions. Yeah, that's fine. That is not a land, but that is a saving grace, which could potentially save me down the line. Won't here. Is my opponent going to attack? No. They're going to try and fake something out. I'm like, yeah, I'll just block it on my 1-3. Yes, okay, this is going to start hurting. That's not fun. Just draw green. Yeah, exactly. That's all I need to do. And I'm not playing anything with cycling, so that's not going to help either. Let's just attack our opponent for 1. We don't care. Get it in there like we just don't care. You think it's okay? Well, that's good, because I don't have the same amount of confidence that you do in this deck. And that's why. Okay. Feels bad, but compulsory rest on the flyer. We do not want that flyer around. We definitely want the green here. We can go Stalwart. That'd be nice. I wouldn't say no to getting the Stalwart out. And then maybe potentially Gift of Strengthening on the priest to knock out. My opponent didn't play a creature? Okay. Really? Okay. No. Because we want to attack first. Okay, so our opponent can't remove it either. We're not going to play a creature here. We're going to let it go. Mostly because we got Saving Grace. Tragic Lesson, sure. So our opponent's digging for something. I don't know what. But I wish we were playing green-blue right now, to be honest. Oh, that draw power. Oh, that's draw power. Yeah, okay. Guess we should have played the Vizier. Just kind of expecting my opponent to play some burn or something. No, sure. Oh, really? Okay. I guess here we're just gonna have to play the Vizier. Because we need to start getting better threats on the board. Our opponent has enough to pump this to 4, sorry, so we don't want to attack with the priest here. Because it'll be first strike as well. Essence Scatter, sure. I'll take advantage of that, my opponent says. 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, really? Yeah, sure. The blue-red deck is pretty good. We got a Sandblast, so that's good. Saving Grace, that's good. I think here we just yield. Wait for our opponent to attack with this and then just burn it. Burn it good. because I just walked in here to see that look upon your face. Did you hear someone say this chat needs more shitty puns? Damn right this chat needs more shitty puns. Shitty pun the shit out of it, because right now it needs it all the time, every time. What are we going to do here? We could sandblast this. I want to see. Let's go sure and let it through. That's fine. Huh. Guess our opponent wasn't going to do it. Guess we should have just sandblasted it. Spellweaver? Sure. I was hoping that they would overextend, to be honest. Still no forests. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you keep a hand with 2 planes. You just draw planes. Well, I'm not going to be able to provide this time around. What? You can't provide me with the shitty puns that I so require? I'm disappointed in you. I am disappointed. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to attack with everything. That's fine. I reckon that at this point it's going to be flying to this guy here. Pump it? No? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then do an extra 2. Yeah, it's possible. We'll see what happens here. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. Blocking. Yeah, you're going to block him. Yep. That's what I want to see. Where is all that going? Issue Glory. Alright. Here comes the sweetness. That's what our opponent's going to try and use to blast us out. So instead, we're going to Saving Grace onto the Anointer. Then we're going to Sandblast. Probably the most annoying thing is this, the Aven. So we'll get rid of the Aven. We should probably get rid of the first striker, actually. I mean, the Aven's annoying, but the first striker can be pumped. So... yeah, nice work. Because my puns are A1, and I'm playing Warframe. What do you mean your puns are A1? That's not A+. That's a rather boring A1. Okay, so here we can anoint a priest if we really wanted to, but I think I kind of want to get some of these guys out. So we want to go probably with a Naga. Warframe. What a stupid name for a game. Just saying. That's fine. You're going to attack me and I can't do anything about that. I'll take your 4 damage going to 9. Cats. Damn it. Okay, just as good. So we can gift of strength, so that's fine. So run a stalwart. We can't do our... oh, we can. Okay, so let's embalm. Mostly just because we want that 1 life. Oh yes, we do. Makes this slightly harder to kill. Attack our opponent for 3. Start turning things around a little bit. 3, 6, 7, 10. Okay. Now let's play what's our opponent going to kill, if anything. The funny thing is my opponent's decided to play creatures with power 2 or less. So I'm not too worried. We've already blasted their what potentially is one Pursuit of Glory, although I imagine that they're playing more than one, because that would blow me out. What we really want here is something like the Matriarch, and a flyer would be sweet, but there's our Matriarch. What we need now is our way to give it double strike, or especially lifelink actually would be great. We don't have any flyers, so this being the case, we're likely going to lose this simply based on the fact that we can't do anything about either of these two. Our opponent gets to attack here. Always yield. And then when our opponent does, they'll be able to do us 4 damage. I reckon if we hold the priest back, we're going to attack and exert, and attack. Yeah. Here we go. What's going to happen? Nothing? You're not going to play anything? I think my opponent just realised that the Matriarch's an 8/8 and not a 4/4. Quite possibly is what's happened. So opponent goes down to 8. We still have an 8/8, a 1/3. We're on 6 life, so there's a chance here our opponent can just up and kill us. We've got nothing with flying yet, so that's a bit depressing. But we will see what happens here. Let's yield. This Matriarch, I tell you what, this was pack 1, pick 1, and it's just such a great creature, like, my goodness. Okay, so all my opponent needs to do here is just deal me a single damage with a spell and trigger prowess. But it doesn't look like our opponent might have it. I'm confused, maybe they do. I'm on 2 life, you can shoot me for 2, right? Open fire, there we go. And we lose that one 2-0 because of that mana screw. Alright, let's go to game 3. So we've won 2-0, we've lost 0-2. So hopefully we can 2-0 the next one, right? You know, that's a thing, I forgot to post that there. That's fine. Wow. And I can smell deliciousness being cooked in the background. I think Dana might be cooking pancakes. Oh, we want to go first? Yes. Okay, so what have we got? Ambuscade, which is great. Dauntless Haven's great. Feral Prowler's great. Regal Caracol's great. 3 lands. Well, that looks like a solid hand. We are going to keep the shit out of that hand. Let's get rid of chat. Okay, let's go with the forest first this time. We don't need to lead with any particular colour, but I feel like leading with a forest is fine. Just for the fun of it. Should have led with the plains, mate. Alright, so Feral Prowler, 1/2. We're going to curve out nicely here. Especially when it comes to playing Dauntless Haven, and then on turn 4, if we don't have anything else, we'll probably Ambuscade our Haven into something else. Sunset Pyramid. Yeah, sure. It's funny because there was, I think it was maybe LSV or Marshall Sutcliffe might have said this recently about this card, which is, I love seeing when people pick this because it's basically like an auto win. I think that's their way of saying this card is crap, do not pick it up, do not pass go, do not collect $200, just don't ever play with that card. And it's fine, it's not a terrible pick if you've got nothing else, but all it does is draw your cards and scry, so unless you're playing with the green split card that allows you to look at the top top card of your library, and if it's a creature, put it into play. I wouldn't suggest playing it. I don't think it's really that great. But in saying that, I wouldn't rag on somebody for playing it. So there's the big difference. If you do play it, I'm not going to say you're a free win, because that's simply not true. 1 card out of 40. Your deck's definitely not optimized, but it doesn't make you crap. Ooh, we can play the Adored Pouncy here, which is going to be great with Caracal. Oh, holy crap, that's nice. Yeah, let's do that. Rootwalla. And then double strikey cat. We've almost got mono cats. I mean, we haven't gotten full mono cats, but we've almost gotten there. So we just need to. What are you going to untap? Probably Dauntless Haven. We just need to pull 1 more land, and then Regal Caracal comes down. The good thing about this is your other cats you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink, and when it comes into onto the battlefield, it creates 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens. So it makes its own 2/2s basically, 2 2/2s plus giving +1/+1 to all my other cats and lifelink, plus the double strike here. It'll be a 2/2 double strike lifelink, which means it'll hit for 2 and then an extra 2 and then gain me 2 + 2, which is 4. Hit for 4, gain 4. I'm happy. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have something to kill it with. Land. Be a land, be a land. Cats. Alright, let's do Cat Lady. And I'm crazy. Oh, that is brilliant. My opponent's probably looking at this just going, did he draft Cat Lady? Now they're a lifelink too. Okay, so attack, 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 attack. Yes. Use you to untap the double strike lifelinker. Yes. Oh, Coops, I hope you're watching this. Oh, what are you going to blow me out with? Nothing. Flash flying. Sure. And what are you going to block, sir? The Rootwalla. I probably would as well. Samwell? No? You're going to go with the Dauntless Flyer? Yeah, well, it untaps things. I'd kill it too, to be honest. But thank you for the life. And then for the extra life. Ah, Coops, I hope you're watching this, mate. That is just brilliant. You know what, actually, let's Perception this for a second. Perception. We're ready? We're ready? Pretty good. And here I think we'll just heal until the end of turn, because that's fine. There we go. I drafted Cat Tribal. Oasis. Okay, so you've got a 2/3 and a 3/3. You know what? I think I want to cast my Daunt Pouncer into Avon. Sounds like a good thing to do. That was great. All right, let's hope we can get another amazing cat hand. Speaking of cats, Watch of the Dead can come in. Frilled Sandwaller can probably come out. And let's try that. So that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. That's just brilliant. Cat Tribal. Any second now. There we go. Okay, so what have we got? Harrier Naga, Ambuscade, Renaissance Stalwart is fantastic. Act of Heroism. I think we'll keep this. That sounds like a really good aggressive hand. We'll see how this goes against our opponent. Their deck didn't seem aggressive enough, to be honest. That may still be the case, or may not. So we'll check it out. The good thing is that the Stalwart, when you exert it, can go past a lot of early threats anyway. Especially if you just exert it and then Ambuscade as well. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Lots of Ambuscade coming down, that's fine. So Stalwart. Yield. Now the good thing about Avenger is you attack with it and you exert it so that your opponent just doesn't block it. It just goes straight through because your opponent is like, it can't be killed by combat damage. I'm not going to block that. And I'm going to be much the same, but I'm also going to hopefully blow it out of the water in a second with an Ambuscade. Go on, attack and exert. Yes. Are you not going to exert? Yeah, I'm not going to block it on... No. I'll just take the damage, thank you. It's interesting that our opponent decided not to exert it. Sunset Pyramid. Okay, so there's two things that we can do here. The first one is we can straight up Ambuscade, which is probably a good idea, regardless. Or if we can attack, exert, and then Ambuscade to get extra damage through. I don't think that we need to do extra damage at this point, and I actually might keep that Ambuscade for later. We've got two of them in our hand so far. I think here we're going to Harrier Naga. Yeah, that sounds fine. Just to put extra pressure on the board. Because we can just keep smacking through to our opponent right now. And we don't need to worry about killing off any creatures this early in the game. I was considering it, but it's actually kind of not the right play this early in the game to just take out an Avenger. You're probably better off waiting until you can exert and blow something out for 4 instead, or possibly even more. I mean, if it's 10-5, we can blow something out for 6, which is a lot of damage to put on something to get it out of the way, so there is that. Opponent's going to attack again. You're going to exert? No, I'm not going to block. I've got more damage on the board than you right now. I don't need to block. I mean, it's possible here that we might use the Ambuscade to push through our opponent. Because again, we're trying to push through as much damage as possible. That's going to be a problem. Doesn't untap. Yeah, actually that's no problem at all. It should be, but it's really not. Our opponent's like, yay, I locked down something. Yeah, good job. Forest. Let's keep pushing through with the Harrier Naga. But eventually. Attack with the Harrier Naga. Yes. The good thing is that we've got multiple things we can take our opponent out with. And I could have ambuscaded there, but I'm actually going to Sandblast instead. And specifically, I want to see if my opponent is going to have something. We can do it now, really. If we miss out on the extra point, nah, we'll let it go. It would be fine. Okay, here we go. Ah, is that it? Sure, you can have that. Yep, that's fine. Now the question here, check creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, good. And I have my reasons for this. My opponent's now all tapped out, as you can see. So what I can do here is I can Act of Heroism, because it will untap my Stewart and make it a 4/4. Block my opponent's 3/3. My opponent's all tapped out, so I'm going to take as much out of this as I can. Ambuscade, we're going to Ambuscade Naga to the Avon. Now just remember that the Stalwart's going to remain tapped anyway, so I may as well exert it, smash my opponent's face for 6. Oh, for 7, because of Ambuscade. Another Angel, yeah sure, you can have that. Now we can cast out here, if we really want to. We can Ambuscade as well, which is probably going to be a better option here. So let's Ambuscade Naga to Avon. Because the other thing is that we'll also get the extra point of damage. Oh, 1 black. So end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0, and when it dies, return tapped. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We don't care about that. Our opponent's going to gain back 3 life again. Neat trick. But, I mean, at this point, really not serving our opponent very well. Smash our opponent again. So our opponent's going to be able to hit us back here and put us on 11. We're actually doing more, or we've got more damage going through currently, and we're at a better life score at this point. We're probably going to save up the Sandblast and see what happens. Or maybe even the cast out. I don't like casting out on a creature with an ETB. Or anything with an ETB. Because then all you need to do is find a way to get rid of the cast out, and then your angel comes in, or whatever it is, and triggers again. I do not like that thought at all. Speaking of angels triggering, Flying Vigilance 3/3. Nice top end this deck has. I like what you do on opponent. I like it a lot. And it's real good and stuff. But now I'm going to start playing my stuff, alright? The first one is going to be the Steadfast Sentinel. Simply we don't have any flyers yet. And we don't have enough mana for our Majestic Matriarch just yet. We're so close. Do we attack? Nah, we're not going to attack. At the moment, our Matriarch is a 6/6. Still not yet flying. Ooh, okay, yeah. I wish we had one of those. It would make this deck so much sweeter. But that's fine. So our opponent's going to be smashing us for 6, which is going to be a pain. We're going to have to really start amping up here, which is fine. So Anoint a Priest, because that's great. And here we're going to attack with the Naga to see if our opponent blocks it. Because if they do, then all the better for us. If they don't, then that's fine. They let it through, cool. Our opponent's like, yeah, well, you know, you got nothing. Fanbearer? Sure. Fine with that. Except, you know, Majestic Matriarch and all. Pyramid. Opponent attacks. Here we're going to Sandblast the Vigilance Angel. See if we can draw out a counter from our opponent. They've got 4 mana open, 5 mana open, so they definitely should have something. Nope. Instead, Vizier. I may exile target creature for the tax blocker's turn. Turn to the battlefield under its owner's control at next end step. Sure. And that's fine. I mean, Sandblast will go away, and I would go down to 5. Really need a flyer. Matriarch's no good without a flyer. Keywords just don't matter. Regal Caracol's okay, but that'll give us 2 life at least. Still not enough to block. Our opponent will still come through with everything. I think here, this is a point where we may have lost it. Opponent attacks the 6 in the air, I have to cast out. There's no way I cannot cast out. 3, 6, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, yeah, no, because they'll get us on the next turn anyway. Okay, so we have to cast out. I think we'll wait though. See what happens. I don't think that we can win this one now because of those flyers. So we know what needs to go in from the sideboard. We're not going to yield to that. We are going to, however, cast this on Vigilance. Get rid of you. So, opponent attacks with 3. Yeah. Tap down one of my creatures. Still leaves me with 2. 1 point goes through. My opponent puts me to 1 life. Yeah, okay. No, that's not that bad. Huh. Okay, or they just attack in the air, which is fine. Puts me at 2. Okay, so we've got Kitty, which is double strike. Regal Caracol will get me 2 health back. So let's do that. Because of the 2/1/1 white cat tokens. So go back up to 4. Also gives me some great attackers for next turn, because they're lifelink. Also means playing the Matriarch. I think. Our opponent might draw into something here that will hurt us, but we'll see. We know we still have a Cartouche to deal damage. I think we still got Arid Shaman to lock down a creature, so we've got at least 2 cards in here that can help us. Opponent's hitting us for 3 again. So they know we've got to attack with our 2 cats. Or we will die. Die. Okay. It's not exactly what we wanted, but that's fine. Majestic Matriarch. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cancel that. Land first. Colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 14/14 with a lifelink. And Vigilance. No, 16 I should say. Okay, sure. Your opponent's going to tap down one of the cats, which means we are dead. Because we've got no other flyers. We've got no other way to deal with damage. Oh, that is lifelink. Okay, never mind. We're good. Untap target. Oh, I see. You're gonna you've got just enough mana to tap down the other one. Oh, okay, sure. Well, in that case, I guess I just attack with you. I don't think I really need to attack with you, but you definitely. Now our opponent's probably going to kill it, which means we won't have lifelink no more. And that's fine. Okay. Sure. Doesn't this have lifelink though? It doesn't, does it? Other cats you control have lifelink. Okay, sure. Concede. Okay, let's sideboard. Saving Grace. Compulsory Arrest. Compulsory Arrest in... I think Active Heroism out. Giant Spider definitely in. Vizier of True Sands out. So now we have a couple of creatures of reach. So that's fine. Submit. Want to go first? Absolutely we do. Prowler, no green mana. Oh, we've got the one green mana, that's fine. Yeah, okay, we'll keep this. Not the best of hands, but if we wait and chuck the cartouche from the giant spider, I think it's probably going to be the best bet here. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Planes, the planes. Goddamn fan bars. Dauntless Avon's going to come down real soon, so... we should have gone with the green. My bad. Pay attention, Al. Pay attention. White, blue. Text for 1, sure. Okay, so I guess here, Avon is something that my opponent definitely wants to try and make sure gets tapped down. By the time that it does actually matter, it's not going to matter very much. Oh, you're still going to attack here? Sure. Okay. No worries, mate. So now we know our opponent is playing 3 flyers we have to watch out for. So that's something to bear in mind. Cartouche, so that we can do extra damage. Yeah, we'll attack for sure. Untap you, yes. I actually want to amplificate here and see what happens. I should have done it before, to be honest, but I don't really want to fan Barra out. So my opponent's either going to have the counterspell, which looks like they do. No, cycle. Ha! Bite one of your angels, that only leaves you with 2 more angels. I'm fine with that. Dutiful servants. Planes. I think here we giant spider, just to make sure. It's alright. We're in fairly good control right now. For now, at least. I can change it in an instant, but we're ahead so far. Sure. You can have your Avenger. Another planes, we'll just pop it down. We don't mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we probably should have kept the planes in our hand, but that's fine as well. Green and Pale Life. Harriet Naga, the spy. We just attack here with the Avon again. Just keep going all the way. Keep snapping in for what, 3? Yeah, 3. My opponent hopefully attacks. We'll just block it on the Feral Prowler because we want to draw that sweet, sweet card. I mean, it is a cat. We should probably keep the cat all around, but ooh, my hands are a bit cold. That's right, we're almost done. We're almost there. Oh, hello, Cartouche. Okay, so make you 4. Make you 4. I think here we play it on the Avon. I think. Damn, YouTube spam is getting horrid. Okay, so your 4 is going to go to blowing out the Avenger. Oh, no. Actually, no. Ah, shit. We just fucked that up. No, we don't want to use that. Because the 3 attack of the Avenger comes back and hits our Dauntless Avon. And that would be very bad. And we also spent 1 extra mana, unfortunately, which is fine. So we'll attack with you, we'll attack the 1-3 because it'll bounce, and the 3-3, I think. And the 1-1. Screw it, we'll just attack with everything. We don't care. What do you want to untap? You want to untap itself, because it is first strike and our opponent can't get past it right now. Yield. I don't even care where the blockers go. Oh, nowhere. Oh. You're on a road to nowhere. Except death. Sure. And this is where our opponent is going to die. Come on, draw a forest. Ha! Forest! Okay, let's use your ability on probably the biggest guy, which is going to be you. Your first strike, so you'll be able to take you out. You'll be able to take whatever I want you to take on the ground. Sacrifice Desert. That one. Absolutely. And then we'll just attack with everything. Untap itself. Now there's quite a strong possibility here I won't kill my opponent, but I'll certainly come close. I'll come as close as I need to. And that's why. Opponent's back down to 2. And if our opponent has their other flyer. Sure as heck don't have a desert, so I don't have to worry about that. Ooh, hey! There we go. Okay. So what I might do is quickly get up the. No, you can see it. Doesn't matter. I get up the card cam. Ah, look at the horribleness. 1 second. 1 second. Oh right. So, do I actually have? I guess I have my overlay, but that's no good. There is this. So Thursday night at 8 p.m. AEST, come along to the podcast at MTGO So twitch.com/MTGO and that would be great. Don't forget to check out our sponsor. That's Urza's Trade House at facebook.com/Urza's Trade House for all of your MTG and other trading card singles. All right, great. Well, we've had a great time here tonight, and I think that what we might do is bring up the card cam, crack a fresh booster pack. You can see that it is legit. And we'll see if we can maybe talk about what might be good and what might not be good. The other thing I might remember to do while I'm doing this is get up the actual card reader, which would be a really smart idea. Great idea, Al. Great idea. Card cam. Hour of Devastation. Alright, let's see if that worked. No, it didn't. Why isn't the card cam working? Looks like because I turned it off, it's not reading it properly. Now it is. And now you get to see. There we go. How amazing it is. So, first one off the bat is the Avon Reedstalker. Flash flying 4 for a 2/3 is alright. It's fine. It's not a great card. One of my favorites, Mummy Paramount. Gets +1/+1 every time you play a zombie. Lots of zombies in the set. It's alright. It's really good in the zombie deck. Speaking of zombie deck, you can always switch it up and go a different color if it registers. Eventually, we're not registering. It's just a smidge. There we go. Outside. So Frontline Devastator. 3 colors, 1 red. Zombie Minotaur Warrior. Afflict 2, which is really helpful. It can get +1/+0 till end of turn for 3/3 for just 1 red and 1 color. So that's pretty cool. I haven't played with the Afflict much. It seems like it has been pretty good. Next one up is the Ronus' Stalwart. I'm a real big fan of this one. Exert, and generally at the start of the game it can't be blocked. You can push through some nice early damage. I've talked a lot about this. This is one of my favourite cards from this set. Good old Lethal Sting. So 2 colors, 1 black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Lethal Sting, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. Destroy target creature. Pretty much just a small drawback. I don't like these creatures at all. They just don't seem to really affect the board enough. Certainly wouldn't play it in Constructed. Same with this one here. It is a cat. If you're drafting Tribal Cat, do it. Draft the card. Speaking of cards that seem to be a lot better once you actually play them, this is a Bomb in Limited. 4 colors, 1 red for a 4/4. Whenever it attacks, if you control a desert or there's a desert card in your graveyard, target creature can't block this turn. That is pretty strong. Rats are my favorites. I love rats, especially these rats that have Death Touch. They're pretty good. Cycling lands. Yeah, they're cycling lands. You're always going to pick them up. Don't leave them too late, because deserts in this set seem to have a really good impact. We have Hope Tender. I said before that I don't really like these kinds of cards because, it's going to help your ramp, but you're using a card to do it. Especially you're reducing the amount of threat you have on the board. This is not one I've seen much of. June Diviner. 2 colors, 1 green for 2/3 Naga Cleric. 1, tap an untapped desert you control, gain 1 life. Oh, no, no, No. Don't. Just don't. Don't. Here's a crowd favorite. River Hoopo. Everyone's favorite flying bird. It's actually modeled after a real bird, by the way. I don't think it's as pretty as this one, but it actually is quite pretty. An Egyptian, surprisingly enough. So flying 1/3 sounds pretty terrible for 2. You can pay 5. That's 3 colors, 1 green, 1 blue, and you gain 1 life, and you draw a card. And here's something I wish that I had been able to play with more in Sealed. Earthshaker Kenra. This is part of a new Red Deck Wins that's being modelled at the moment. So Haste. When it enters the battlefield, target creature with power less than or equal to Earthshaker Kenra's power can't block this turn. It has Eternalize for 4 colors and 2 red, and it comes back as a 4/4. It starts out as a 2/1 for 2 with Haste. So when you bring it back, it's 4/4 with Haste for 6, and target creature can't block if its power is 4 or less. It's not terrible. It can be great late game to make something not be able to block. It's definitely something to look at because most of the creatures in this format are 4 or less anyway. So definitely something worth your time and worth checking out. Other than that, I think that's it for us. I think it is time for me to go and investigate what the delicious smell is in the rest of the house. So thank you so much for coming and checking out the stream and hanging out and doing all the stuffs. And I hope that I will catch you on the next podcast we do, or I think Wednesday night we're doing PUBG, so turn up for that. And just keep remembering to keep cracking packs.